Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about some big news in the Tesla world. They had their earnings call yesterday, and some big new headlines dropped from Elon Musk saying that they're gonna stop the beloved Tesla Model S and Model X because the company was going to robotics. And I want to go dig a little deeper and share my insights and thoughts on that. So, if you don't know what Tesla Model S and Model X are, here they are. There's the X and there's the S. They are the legacy, one of the first models before the Roadster. The Roadster was just a like a item just before this, but Model S and X was a true kind of models that will help propel Tesla into the mass market vehicles, which is the Model 3 and then the Model Y, which are the most selling is the Model Y because it's like a small version of SUV like this. Family SUV, affordable, $40,000-$50,000 each. You can go buy. This was anything from I think 80 to 90 to $150,000, similar to this Model S, very like above 100,000, six figures. So more in the luxury premium segment, competing with the luxury brands. And when I first went there, I didn't know. I asked a lot of questions to the Tesla rep in the gallery, and I said, "How does this work?" Coming back and asked a million questions, and I've been following it since almost a decade now, so I know a lot about Tesla. You have any questions? Leave in the comments. I can help you answer some. But essentially, I followed them for a decade. I drove their cars. I know what it means, intimate with Tesla. Now, my thoughts are they're stopping these S and X because one, they don't make much financial sense because they don't make much money and they don't sell much anymore. If you go to any Tesla gallery showroom, you don't see these. These are like dinosaurs. You don't see these two there because they don't sell much and they're expensive. People rather pay for the 3 or the Y, which is like half the cost. And you get almost the same software technology. Besides, maybe this has two screens, it has one screen in the more affordable version. That's how they save money. They cut these screens and their hardware stuff. So air suspension, stuff like that. Some small with some bells and whistles, but that's what they do. And I think they're shifting that in this era because moving to more toward AI and robotics. And they changed the mission statement as well, which I spoke to in my previous video. Because, like I said, they're not financially, making a lot of money. There's a lot of engineering, a lot of time to create this. And if the mass market demand is not there, then maybe it's time to end the chapter of these beloved Model S and Model X. They want to spend more time and money and effort in these factories like Fremont or maybe in Austin or in Shanghai to essentially build more robots, Optimus, robotaxis, and all these features because they want to increase the AI and robotics to become more overall robotics company. And Elon has several companies like Neuralink, SpaceX, the Hyperloop, and all these other. He does like XAI, and they want to combine all interlink to essentially one model, which is AI and robotics. So that's the reason why they invest $2 billion into XAI, which is Grok, and Grok helps power Optimus, help powers these things. Tesla software will help train Grok, so it's interrelated to how many miles they drive, how can they speak it, and Grok will be in Tesla talking about, you ask a question, you talk to him. So they're all interrelated at the end, even Neuralink. And that robot Optimus will have the best of both worlds of Grok, XAI, and Tesla. And it can do a lot of things. So think like being a nanny, being a butler, being a landscaper, being a worker in a warehouse that can do a lot of like heavy lifting and minutia stuff that you don't want to do, or being in very dangerous situations where you don't want to be, right? So that's where it comes in handy. And they want to push more into that model because it makes more money, right? Because if you can sell like robotaxi and you sell like an Uber model and you can make software as a service, subscription based, and you make more money over time. Whereas a lot of these ones are like, if they're fading in demand and they're not making much money, then it's not financially making sense for the shareholders, investors. So they have to push into where Wall Street will like them to see where they make money through revenue. So you think of full self driving, they stopped recently the one-time purchase of $8,000 because they want you to pay $99 a month forever, and that's how they make the money. Whereas like me, I paid the one-time fee and I don't pay no more. So after that, it's just a time when you break even, how long you can hold it for. So that's why they did that. So moving more to software as a service, and the energy business in the Tesla energy, solar panels are actually making money as well too. It's growing that sector, which has been very small, but now it's growing slowly. And the direction is changing, and I think people like on Wall Street some people are very bullish that they like this, and this is the model they see in autonomous and robotics where it can increase valuation. I don't really know. I mean, I think that it will increase, but I don't know how much, to what degree. I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't really know. But I think that if you follow them and you see the trajectory, they should grow, but in a reasonable pace, not significant aggressive growth. They should make more money technically by doing this software as a service and charging per month versus just a one-time fee. And if now when people buy this, if this is 3% of the sales overall, then maybe it makes sense not to make this no more because there's not much demand. I mean, not much demand for these cars, So that's why they're moving into this. And I think that for this reason, he wants to move this company into that and then invest $2 billion into XAI growth to grow the AI capacity, integrated with Optimus, integrated with everything else that he's doing in this whole network, and even probably SpaceX, and build one platform that will be to help build his mission statement of the world. I think giving the world being a great place and have a lot of abundance. Okay, and I talked about abundance in my previous video about his mission statement. But those are kind of things what I'm thinking of what he's trying to derive in here and my thoughts. And as always, look into this and see if there's something that for Tesla for you. Maybe the stock, you may like it down the road. Obviously, you do your own due diligence and look at it, but that's something that you can see where he's trying to head. His North Star is essentially heading toward that direction. That's when I was in corporate. I was taught by the North Star, the CEO. Yeah, face the North Star. Look at the light and where you're going. His goal is going into combining all these things, make it not just EVs, but more like a robotics, AI sort of umbrella. And that general umbrella will propel the company forward to robotaxi, like a Uber. Optimus, he sells a physical Optimus. You could be your 3CP or R2D2 that can help you to do things. And it could, and later on, Neuralink to hook to the brain for some people who, I guess, people right now they need it because they can't they have a medical issue. And stuff like that. So that's all be integrated into his one sort of AI robotics platform, and that's why he's doing it. So just want to share that with you and some of my thoughts. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.